At least if this way here we need something, we'll just swing in the salvage yard on the way home. And we know right where that caliper is, assuming it's the right one. That was the one that we took off. One with the spindle. That pin actually went in. Like I said, that's the one that has the boot all messed up. That one's good. At least it moves anyways. Pistons don't look bad. Looks like somebody just did a brake job on it. Judging by the thickness of the pads anyways. And that one there got a little bit chewed up. Just from the rotor getting cocked off it. Put some unevenness in that pad. They do look relatively new. Thickness wise, what a mess. Looks like we need some hardware. Let's see if we run out. I thought we saved the bracket bolts, but I must have left one behind. Both of them, because I don't see them now. Yeah, it got into that bracket a little bit. I think we'll be able to salvage this. Of course, like I say, the hardware is all messed up. We'll probably just play it safe and get a set of pads for it. I don't know, it chewed into that bracket pretty dang good. Where the rotor hit, I don't know if you guys probably can't see it in there, but it got into it pretty heavy. Well, these gloves are toast. And the rotor, well, we didn't have to do anything to take it off. What a mess. And that is all that is left from the bearings. That's it. We have a bearing cage. I guess the nut is still on there. I have no idea if that spindle's straight. So you guys can see why, why we got the new knuckle. There's no sense in even trying to salvage any of that. Let's get this sucker off there. Make sure it's the same as our new one. We'll get it popped on and see what all we're gonna have to get. We actually got a smaller hammer, right? I guess we can just do the lower ball joint right here. We still have to get the tie rod end off. We're going to leave that bolt in just so our upper ball joint doesn't pop. See if we can get the cotter pin out of our tie rod down here. We've got to get our speed sensor off. This thing here is pretty well shot. Take that off. I think I got this stuff. I probably should have tore this apart before we went, so we could have just got everything we need on the first trip, but I wasn't even so sure that we were going to be able to get what we needed. Because you never know until you go there and look. And that was my mission today, is just go and look, but take some tools just in case. Fortunately for this feller, we got lucky and stumbled across what we needed. Put that nut back on backwards. Give her a whack, a little Brooksy here. Brooks, when you want to hit something, but not break it. Should be their slogan. It may be. So the tie rod end feels good. The outer looks like it's been replaced. Inner is still nice and stiff. I don't feel any play in it, so that's good. So we'll put that there so we don't lose it. There's probably no way in heck we're getting that speed sensor out. So our best bet is to try to meddle with it on the bench. So I think I'll chase these wires up. You guys saw us do that on one of the salvage yard. Follow the wires up, just unplug it. We probably should have brought the other one with us. Cotter pin in that lower ball joint doesn't really exist anymore. I'll give you a little free tip here. Just gonna spin the nut off before you crack it loose. Get the old cotter pin out, because otherwise it's a pain in the hooski to try to hold that when it's all flopping around. Now, this ball joint may be junk. We don't know. But if it's not, I want to get the old pin out first. I'll show you how to do so. Put that down. Where's Brooks? So first of all, find out where the hole is. That's a very important part. Get at it with a center punch. Kind of get some of the old cotter pin that may have been mushed down into the threads up and out. Get it right up there. You ain't gonna drive it through, it never works. Go right in the middle of the hole. Then her in. There we go. Now we've got a good indent. We'll get our drill bit selection. Get one that you don't like, because it's probably going to break off in there when it snags. Put it in your favorite DeWalt drill. Not a sponsor. Get yourself started. Looks good. Keep her straight. With a little bit of luck, she'll poke out the back side. Not stag, not break. Everybody will be happy. Usually get it down to just a little bit of bits that are left in there. Your drill bit likes to snag on those, that cotter key, and snap off. There we go. We got a hole. She's all the way through. In and out where it used to be. So now, oops, enter in hammer mode. So now we're good. Like I say, if you're trying to do that after the knuckles off, or the tie rod end, or idler arm, whatever you're doing, it makes it a real pain in your dupa, we'll call it. We're gonna put our castle nut back on. I don't think we can hit that with Brooksy, because she's probably got some up tension on it now. So we're gonna bust the top one loose, and we'll come down here because we're in the shop with the air hammer. We'll burp with the air hammer and rattle that loose. We're gonna try to get our top one loose first. It's amazing to be down here on a Saturday, Sunday, midnight. Phone's still ringing. I got $25 for every phone call. I could retire 6 months ago. Big nasty. I think Meter and a snake, I'll tell you that. Oh, they're gonna leave a message. There's that. Let me go shut the freaking answer machine. My answer machine specifically says, if you're calling from YouTube, do not leave a message. I will not call you back. However, they all leave messages. Just a little rant there, folks. And the good news is, this upper ball joint is really good. And the lower. Wow, lucky us. Do not leave a message, ever. I don't think I can one-hand this old girl. She's tough. Oh, baby. Well, you did it now, you ding-dong. Alright, maybe that might rattle her a little bit. Where's Brooks? Come here. Well, that didn't work. Jerk. I don't really want to pickle fork it because I don't want to ruin a ball joint that's good. We'll grab it with our grabby thing, probably. Let me see if I can rattle it a little bit more, perhaps on the inside. Usually they'll crack loose. Why you gotta be like that? There, that's all I wanted you to do, baby. Break loose on me. You gotta get all nasty. There's that. I don't feel any play whatsoever in that ball joint. That is fantastic. So, what can we do now? I guess we can get our new spindle on the back of the truck. We'll at least get that set up on here. Kind of squish back down where she needs to be. This is our salvage yard one. In my socket there. We're going to zip that up on just a little bit. Hopefully everything is cool here. And we're going to have to go down, or the fellow will, whoever, somebody's going to have to do an alignment on it just to make sure, you know, because when these are cast, they can be slightly different. Our tie rod end hooks to it, so at the very minimal, you know, have the toe set. Alright, get this upper put back in. You gotta remember to hit record there, fella. It's like a 16-penny nail. And these gloves are shot. And gloves, we just don't really get along. Stick it there for right now. I'll put some Loctite on that. Looks like we'll be in good shape. First day, fella. Okay, looking pretty good. Oh, jeez. Almost forgot. How can you almost forget that? What's the matter with your brain? Our shaft is clean, our nuts are nice and dry. We're going to go for the red Loctite. It's not one you want falling off. That's no fun. Loctite gel. Don't ever buy this stuff. It's crap. Well, I mean, it's not crap in the sense it doesn't work. It's just crap in the sense that you don't get very much. And I don't know. I don't like change. I got some of it, free samples, some of that, and some blue. That is 4 Ugga-Duggas. I did tighten down the tie rod then. We're going to install some new 1/8 inch split pins. And yes, I do not bend them in accordance with NASA or the Airplane Association or YouTube viewers. But they're in. They will not fall out. And we're just making a car go down the road. We're not putting a man on the moon. So here's the deal. I checked aftermarket, they don't make, you know, this dust shield. The majority of vehicles I work on, that is gone. I checked with my Ford guy, it's 4 or 5 days out before I can have one. So what we'll do is nothing. The caliper, I looked, that was a, what we term as a 99 or a 2000 Explorer two-wheel drive. Evidently the calipers are different than the 04 Ranger according to the cross-reference sheet. So we can't go down and get that caliper. The top of this one, you know, you can see where the rotor hit it, but the biggest thing is where the brake rotor chewed off the majority of this bracket. So it whittled that right down where that was grinding away in there. So hopefully maybe you can see it on that angle. So that chewed that up pretty good. You can see how much of it cut into it. So we need, you know, we need a caliper bracket at the very least. I don't know if the brackets are the same. You know, this boot's ripped on this pin, so not a huge deal. Like I say, we could use a bracket to get just the bracket. Those are several days out too. The calipers aren't super expensive, so I ordered a new caliper with a bracket. I've got new pads coming with hardware. I think we'll just go ahead, because we gotta wait, we'll spend the extra $3 to get the seal, so we don't have to reuse that one. And then we'll just put it together from there, minus the dust shield. It's not worth going down to the salvage yard to look around for, you know, an hour, whatever, on the other two-wheel drives and take it all apart for a dust shield. Like I say, because frankly, most of them are rotted off. The one on the other side is probably smoked too anyways. And then when we get our stuff, we're gonna have to do brakes on both sides naturally. Oh, and I ordered the wheel speed sensor too. They weren't overly expensive, but I'll tell you right now, I bet you $100 bill, she ain't coming out. Not like the one down at the junkyard did. They just don't come out, folks. It's just the way it is. And that one got ground up on the end of it from where the rotor was hitting it anyways. So, you know, you fiddle with that for a couple hours, end up breaking it. So we're gonna leave it at that. It's gonna be part one. And we'll keep trucking, so stay tuned.